To stay up to date with me on everything, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. It's at JoshWRB, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you're new, because that's the best way to stay up to date with all my videos right when they come out. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm JoshWRB. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter because I asked you guys what you guys wanted me to see. And this week, you said The Mummy. It was a super close one. There's like 128 votes. 52% said The Mummy. So I'm going to be reviewing The Mummy for you this week. Oh, no, not that mummy. The Mummy. No, not that mummy. The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise, 2017's The Mummy. It is Dark Universe's first movie, setting up this whole new universe that they have this big grand idea, and this is the movie that they chose to have be the pillar for the rest of the movies. I think it's a good franchise to start it with because I think this is the most relevant of all the monster movie franchises that they will be rebooting. So to start with one that people already kind of have in the back of their head with Brendan Fraser, and I really enjoyed that one. All the other sequels with Brendan Fraser really went downhill, but so I was kind of excited to see this because the trailer, they made it seem like it was just going to be Mission Impossible 18 with mummies and comedy and horror, and that's what they made it seem. That's what they tried to do as well. Like, they tried really hard. Like, Tom Cruise has a lot of cool parts in this movie being Tom Cruise, and the action-y parts are super well done because he just knows how to film action. Like, when a camera's right in his face or following him close and stuff's going on crazy, he just understands how to do stuff like that. Doing his own stunts, that whole sequence where the plane is flying or falling out of the sky, it's in the trailer, it's unreal. Like, I saw Tom Cruise on The Tonight Show, and he said that that was all practical. They just went and did like the dive plane and did like a whole bunch of takes of that, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it because you're literally in zero gravity, and whatever happens on that take happens. And it was so cool to see like that amount of production value in a movie. Like, this one went out. You could tell, you could see the budget in this one, and you could see the sets in some parts too. So that's where like the likes of this movie end. Like, it looked all right for the most part. I hated The Mummy, like that they made it too Disney. Like all the wide shots of mummies coming to life or reanimating, I guess. It just reminded me of like Pirates of the Caribbean, and all the like swimming and all, I don't know, they were trying to do way too much with this movie. Russell Crowe's character is the rip-off character of the Collector. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, you can probably check it out on IMDb, but Russell Crowe's character, this is a spoiler, is Dr. Jekyll. I'm pretty sure that is the character that they're going to use as a stepping stone to the next movies because he's a collector of monster skulls and just like old school monsters and all that. So he collects all these things, and that's where you see like a flash of Dracula's skull and a flash of the creature from, you know, like, so it was a little more subtle way of foreshadowing to the next movies than Justice League, but it was just as lazy as Justice League. So I don't know, like, this movie literally tried to be a horror movie at times, tried to be a comedy at times, and tried to be an action movie at times, and it did all those things separately very good, not very well or anything. Okay, so Jake Johnson from New Girl, you probably know him from, he was also in Jurassic World. He's in this movie for like just his comedic relief. He comes into the movie, he dies really quick, he turns into this mummy thing, and then he literally just like comes in to go, hey guys, let's go over here, and that's it, and then says some stupid funny thing and then disappears again. And it really, he didn't need to be in this movie at all. He was just it was so lazy. First part of this movie is just explaining, then it gets into some action, and it's fun for a bit, and then halfway through the movie it turns into this like super boring just explaining. They tie down the main character, they tie down the main villain, and they're stuck in a room and someone's just explaining shit the whole time. And it really just got super boring, and the last, like the third act of this movie felt like it took forever. It was just like, get on with it. I just want this movie to end. It is turned into this stupid thing that's just obviously setting up more movies now, and I just want this to be over because they didn't spend enough time on this story. It seemed like they stopped worrying about how this movie was going to be and really tried too hard to create this bigger universe that they're creating within this movie. So it was just a mess. I just got to talk quickly about the lead actress that played alongside with him. The first act, she was so naggy. Every word that came out of her mouth was just nagging towards Tom Cruise, and I don't know how, like, it was so over the top nagging. I literally was like, oh, getting cringy, like, shut up. Like, I don't know why you're yelling at him so much. It's really, really super annoying. You're just like, Tom, go over there. What are you doing? Ah. So there was a lot of annoying parts to this movie. You could tell that there was just like a whole bunch of execs or something involved with this movie that just made this a piece of crap. It's got 23% the last time I checked on Rotten Tomatoes, and that seems pretty damn good rating to me. This one is getting 1.5 out of 6 from me. Tom Cruise, I actually really like Tom Cruise lately in all of his movies, and this is the one exception as of late. I can't wait to see Edge of Tomorrow 2 or Live, Die, Repeat or whatever it's going to be. That was like one of those, I think that was the movie that when it came out, I was still kind of iffy if I was a full-on Tom Cruise fan again, but that was the movie that really put it over the top and made me, like, I enjoyed Tom Cruise movies again because of that movie. This one was kind of the exception. I don't know. I really wish that the voting went the other way. I'm still going to see It Comes at Night. I can't wait to see that one. That one's got a really good rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was really looking forward to seeing that movie. But I'm going to be doing this. I'm still going to be doing these polls again. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. I put out polls every week before I go and see a movie. So you guys get to choose what I review before I review it. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Hey, here's a video if you haven't seen it already, and a subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Have a nice day, guys.